Welcome to DrawToCode. First, choose the coding problem you want to explore or teach. Then, follow our interactive illustrations to see how our tools, arrays, queues, stacks, pointers, and graphs can help you understand and explain the problem with ease. To create a 2D array, simply enter the number of rows and columns, then input the matrix elements row by row, with each element separated by a comma. For creating a queue, enter the queue elements separated by commas. Use the blue plus button to push new elements onto the queue and the red dash button to pop elements from it. To interact with the stack, use the blue plus button to push add elements onto the stack, placing them on top. Use the red dash button to pop, remove, the top element from the stack, following the last in first out, LIFO, principle. Additionally, you can use the pointer tool to highlight the current loop variable during iterations. Whether you're working with a for loop or a while loop, this feature visually tracks the iterator in real time, helping you understand the loop's progression more clearly. There is also a graph tool that automatically draws nodes along with their neighboring nodes. To create a neighbor node, simply click on the blue dots surrounding the current graph node, enter the node element, and press enter. The tool will then create the respective neighbor node for you. In the DrawToCode web app, you'll find an integrated online IDE where you can write, test, and analyze your own code. When you select a coding problem, its corresponding code is automatically loaded into the IDE, allowing you to quickly experiment and refine your solution. Now, the most important feature of DrawToCode is our instruction tracking capability. When you click on the arrow-directed button, a modal opens. Then, click on the Start Tracking Breadth First Search button. You'll see that the first two statements, showing the input and the corresponding output of the test case, are displayed, followed by the first instruction of the main function in Java in the code editor. The process continues instruction by instruction. When a loop, for example a for loop, is encountered, you can enter iterator values in real time, and you'll see the loop execute accordingly. This feature allows you to track each step of the problem-solving process interactively, making it easier to understand how the code works. Additionally, there is an orange button that you can use to call a helper function during the execution of the main function. Clicking this button triggers the helper function to run, allowing you to observe how auxiliary processes integrate with the main execution flow. Similarly, DrawToCode allows you to visualize recursive calls during backtracking problems. When a recursive function is executed, the demo will display each recursive call step by step, allowing you to see how the function calls itself with different parameters. During execution, if-else statements are handled interactively. When an if-else condition is reached, you can click on the true or false button based on the current test case. This action directs the execution flow and allows you to track subsequent instructions accordingly. Once the helper function completes its execution, control automatically returns to the main function so you can continue executing the remaining instructions seamlessly.